Hey, you're watching this video. I'm Natalie and this is my very first post on this channel. So as my very first post, I decided to talk about something that I know a lot about. Believe me, I know a lot about this because I have thrown a lot of wait for it, dairy parties. And that's why I feel that I am experienced enough to give you the lowdown on types of people at parties. Number 1, the royal flyby. So the royal flyby is that person or couple of people that always turn up late to a party. They have never showed up to a party on time. They are literally always late. It's like they think they're some sort of celebrity who everyone is anticipating the arrival of at the party. And then they finally get there, they show up with nothing, they probably don't even say hi to the host because they expect the host to find them amongst all the people that have already turned up to the party to specifically say hi to them. And then, when everyone does say hi to them, all they talk about is themselves. They talk about everything they've been up to, everything they're gonna be up to, their fantastic, busy, fabulous life, you know? I don't think anyone really cares that much. Number 2, the fun bobby. So the fun bobby is basically like Fun Bobby in Friends. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, where have you been? Have you not watched Friends? Who's not watched Friends? No, that can't be right. You must have watched Friends. Everyone's watched Friends, right? Right? So, the fun bobby, for those of you who don't know, is that person who turns up to a party and everyone just knows they're going to have an epic time, because fun bobby is just like that. Fun bobby is fun. You open the door and you see fun bobby there and you're just like, yay, fun bobby! You know, it's just, fun bobby is just too much fun. But, on the downside of fun bobby, his or her mood, is so tied to the party that if they're in a bad mood, the whole party suffers too. You know, it could be anything. They could have just split up with their girlfriend or boyfriend and suddenly everyone is moping around, drinking a bottle of Jack Daniels and crying about the terribleness of Fun Bobby's life. I think that this should be a public notice to all Fun Bobbies everywhere. If you are a Fun Bobby, try and be happy. The party depends on your happiness. It really does. That aside, Fun Bobby is literally the best person to have at a party because everyone loves Fun Bobby, everyone wants Fun Bobby to arrive. And unlike the royal flyby, people are actually really excited when they turn up and they don't have to turn up 3 or 4 hours late. Number 3, the yes girl. This girl is literally Barney Stinson's ideal woman. This is the girl that Barney has been waiting for his whole life. She would literally say yes to anyone or anything once she's had a little bit of alcohol. I mean, the beauty of this girl for Barney is that he wouldn't even have to make up some elaborate story to try and convince her to get into bed with him. He would probably just be honest with her and she'd still say yes. And the thing with this person as well is that they use the excuse, I was drunk, the following day, as if that makes any difference for their actions, as if that gives them a free pass to do whatever they like when they're drunk, when, you know, it doesn't really work like that because you've still done those things whether you remember them or not. Number 4, the advertisement. So the advertisement is that person who comes with all the exotic alcohol that no one else ever brings. You know, they don't bring the beer, they don't bring the wine or the cider, you know, they don't bring your Smirnoff, they bring the Sambuca, they bring the Tia Maria. They're mixing up all sorts of drinks with all the alcohol that everyone else has bought that no one has ever tried before, and they're handing it out to people like, yeah, try this, what do you think of this? Yeah, go on, try this. You know, and suddenly all the people around them get surprisingly drunk. More drunk than the person giving out the alcohol. Number 5? Number 5 is the complete opposite of the advertisement because they are the freeloader. They come with literally no alcohol in their hands. They don't even bring a little plastic bottle mixed with vodka and coke. And somehow, in 1 or 2 hours, they get more drunk than anyone else. And I don't know how they manage to get all this alcohol from other people, but you know, next thing you know, you turn your back on them for a little while, you go off talking to someone else, and then suddenly 1 or 2 hours later you come back in and they've thrown up all over the carpet and people are trying to scrub it off to minimise the damage. This hasn't happened to me before. Number 6, the private party. This person, or should I say 2 people, I don't even know why they came to the party in the first place, because they could have done this at home. These people are the epitome of the phrase, get a room. They come into the party, they find some sofa in a secluded area, or you know, in the middle of the room, depending how Chloe and Stevie they are. Does anyone watch Big Brother? And they just sit there, sucking each other's faces off, like 2 disgusting fishes, for the whole damn party. And I'm not saying anything bad about all couples, I'm not saying that this is all couples. There's plenty of couples that come to parties that are such a laugh, but it's these couples that come and don't actually socialise with anyone else but each other's mouths. Ew. What's that on my sock? And that brings us on to number 7, the unfortunate invite. Unfortunately, at all parties there is one person that you kind of didn't want to invite, but you kind of had to. This person could be that member of your friend group that you don't really like very much but everyone else seems to like, or this could be the person that no one in your friend group really likes but you just kind of stay friends with them. Or this could be an association. This could be a boyfriend or a girlfriend of someone that you know, and this person's personality probably isn't really that nice. They probably get drunk and insult people and say rude things, or stumble into people and hurt people, or spill drinks or break something. They generally just cause trouble. Number 8, the doppelganger. So this person is literally like a doppelganger of themselves when they come to a party. So you might know them from school or work and think, you know what? They're a really nice person, they're really sweet. You know, they might even be a bit shy. And you think, you know what, I'm going to invite you to my party. And then they get to the party and they are the complete opposite of the person that you once knew. It's like regular them is Elena, party them is Catherine, and you don't know what to do with yourself. Number 9, the not so legendary. This person, their name will go down in history. You might be talking about this person and what they did for days, weeks, months, even years, but not for the right reasons. They've probably done something at a party that was so terrible that you all sat there in disbelief at what happened, talking about it. Yet, for parties to come, this person's name becomes intrinsically linked to that action. I don't know about what they think about it, but to me, I wouldn't really like that. So to all you people out there, a word of advice, don't become that person. And that brings us on to number 10, our last person. And our last person is the sleepyhead. The sleepyhead's actually quite cute because they fall asleep during the party while the party is still in full swing, and they just look so sweet. They're asleep, you know. 1 minute they're up, you know, living it up, and you're like, yeah, there's so much fun, and then suddenly you look around and you're like, where did they go? And it turns out that they're, you know, sitting in the corner of a room with either their head down like this, or they're curled up in fetal position. And no amount of alcohol is perfect to try and stop this happening. If they are a sleepyhead, they'll be a sleepyhead no matter how drunk they actually are. So I mean, you can keep them sober and they're too sober and they'll fall asleep, or you can get them drunk and their natural reaction to being drunk is to feel sleepy and suddenly they've fallen asleep, and it's actually kind of cute. Aww. Poor sleepyheads. And that is my list of types of people at parties. Comment down below if you think that I have missed anyone off of this list, and who knows, I might make a part 2 to this if I've missed enough people. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment as I just mentioned, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. So